There are a ton of narcissists that go after the most vulnerable people. That includes addicts, people that get out of toxic relationships, abuse victims, like people just getting out of jail, anybody vulnerable. There are a lot of narcissists that target those people. And that's what we're talking about today, y'all. Of course, if you're new here, I'm Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist myself. And welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes. A lot of people ask me, who do narcissists go after? Why do narcissists target certain people? Why do narcissists like certain people from different backgrounds and things like that? And I was doing a 101 over Zoom the other day, right? And I had a woman, she's in my support group. One of the ladies that's in my support group, she told me, she's like, yeah, I was in AA and my narcissistic partner was in there. Or that's where I met my narcissistic partner at. And I was just like, wait a minute, you might be on something there. Because a lot of narcissistic, toxic ass people do like going after vulnerable people. Like at like Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, AA, Codependents Anonymous. There are a lot of narcissists that go after people in those meetings and whatnot, man. It is crazy. And like I said before, I've heard, it's not the first time that I've heard something like that. I've heard it quite a bit, actually. Like, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I just happen to meet my partner here. And I'll be like, wow, wait a minute, you met your partner are they also an alcoholic? Or are they also a recovering addict? No, at first I thought they were, but they were pretending. This person, they met their narcissistic partner while they were pretending to be in recovery. Like pretending to be in recovery. How dark is that right there? How dark do you have to be in order to pretend to be in recovery to try to get narcissistic supply? To try to pick off a victim? To try to get somebody that's trying to heal? To try to get somebody that's looking for a community and things like that? This is sick, man. And yes, there are a lot of sick, narcissistic people out there that absolutely will do something like this. They absolutely have done something like this. They absolutely keep doing things like this. Like, you know how hard it is to, first of all, how hard it is and how powerful you have to be to go through recovery and go to something like AA or something along those lines, right? You have to be strong. You have to fight through that. You have to go there and keep going there, right? It's tougher when you're going through there. You meet somebody that you trust, that you think is going through the same thing. And yes, narcissists might also be a recovering addict, right? But you think they're going through the same thing as you. And now, not only do you have to heal and get past the addiction, you have to heal and try to get past the toxic relationship dynamic. That's wild right there, y'all. Imagine having to do that right there. Because there are so many people that battle this right here, right? That battle dealing with a narcissistic person that is doing something like this. That is it's super dark. It is extremely dark to do something like this. And let's keep it hot and ready like a Little Caesars pizza. Little Caesars, where y'all at? I need Little Caesars in the comment section ASAP. But it's extremely difficult because like you go into these places thinking that this is a safe place, thinking that this is a safe spot for you, somewhere safe for you to heal and let everything out that you might have been holding in, to work through some of the trauma or the abuse from your past. And then you end up meeting a toxic narcissistic person in here that you don't think is toxic at first. You think that they're going through the same thing that you're going through, or they very might well have, right? And then all of a sudden y'all start dating, or you start being in a deep friendship or whatever the case may be, and then they start to take it away. They love bomb you, right? And no, I've said this before, not all love bombing is involving gifts and things like that. Some love bombing, it really is just being able to listen to you, just being able to be there for you. That's a part of love bombing as well. So they will love bomb you with the thought of being there for you and going through this situation together. Because there's so many people that do go through these situations and they feel like you're alone. So you join this Codependents Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, NA, whatever it is. And you go in there, finding the group, and then you find out that some people in this group are horrible people. Yeah, one of the wildest conversations that I've had is somebody that went to AA to heal, to get over, being an alcoholic, right? To not heal, not get over it, to deal with it, right? To go into recovery, to try to get past this. And then they meet a narcissist. The narcissist treats them terribly, discards them, and then ends up with somebody else in the same group. Imagine that happening to you. You're trying to heal, get past this toxicity, right? And then they're with somebody else in the same group. That's dark. That's damn near evil, man. And then they'll throw it. Then they try to act like they're the good person. They won't throw it in your face. They won't try to make a scene because they don't want to hurt their reputation with the group. So they'll just try to make it seem like everything was amicable, and they'll start to try to be cool with you. It's sick, man. It is absolutely a sickness to have somebody that is doing something like this and to have to deal with it, and to be on the other end of it, having to deal with somebody that's doing something like this. It is sick, man. I hate to have people. I hate when I hear the people go through this. Okay, Lee, you told us that they do it. Now, why the hell would a narcissist go after someone in such a vulnerable state? I'm glad you asked, because vulnerable people tend to make easy targets for narcissists. And I'm not trying to be funny. Vulnerable people are going through things. You're looking for help. You might be in a trusting space. You might be healing from domestic violence or something like that. You might need someone. You might want to love. You might be trying to heal and need someone. You're going through something, and there are a lot of narcissists out here with hero complexes, and they get into your life. They come into your life and try to play the hero. They'll play the hero to make it seem like they're helping you get through this situation, where a lot of times they're just exacerbating the issues that you're going through. They're activating the issues and things like that. There's people that I've talked to one-on-one that have been trying to get over alcoholism or trying to heal from domestic violence or whatever, right? And then the narcissist treats them so horribly that they pick up the vice again. Lee, I had stopped drinking. I was sober. I had got my 1-year chip. I was going to these meetings. I met this toxic narcissistic person. And then they manipulated me. We ended up together. They discarded me. And now I just took my first drink in a year. Now I just smoked for the first time in a year. Now I just did Coca-Cola for the first time in a year. Sometimes these relationships with these people stress you out so much that you feel like you're getting drugged back into the relationship dynamic. You feel like you're getting drugged back into the addiction. And there are some people who escape narcissistic relationships, and you're vulnerable as well. You just left a domestic violence situation, and then you end up with a narcissist, and then this narcissist doesn't hit you, but they still abuse you. It's rough, man. It's so damn rough. It absolutely is. When you're going through this type of stuff, and you're trying to make things work, and you're trying to make sense of it all, make sense of your life, make sense of your healing, it is extremely rough to do, man. Especially when you're trying to be out here trusting and healing and growing, and you find somebody out here that's predatory, right? Narcissists are predators, so it makes sense that narcissists go after vulnerable people. They're predators. They have, like, a lot of narcissists have this predatory mindset. Well, Lee, you're a narcissist. That means you're a predator too. I have been predatory sometimes, right? But I got to the point. Of course, I'm married right now, but I even got to the point where I would see people in vulnerable situations. Well, I wouldn't deal with them. Right, because I felt bad for them. I would feel bad for people in vulnerable situations. Not just like, hey, I'm not trying to take advantage of you. Now, could I? Absolutely, yes. I could take advantage of you, yeah. But I'm not doing that. There are some people out there who will see you in a vulnerable position and look at you like you prime grade A beef. Like, I'm about to get that filet mignon. I'm about to get that wagyu. You look like empathetic wagyu. You look like empathetic wagyu beef. They coming to get you. You prime slice, and they coming to get you. Because right now you're vulnerable. You might not deal. If you weren't in this vulnerable position, chances are you might not have dealt with this narcissistic person. Because I've talked to some successful people who have, outside of this, have the happiest lives or doing well for themselves outside of this addiction, and they meet pretty much a bum in AA or a bum in NA, or you meet a bum when you're trying to heal from domestic violence, and this person you normally would have overlooked seems appealing to you right now because they're there for you, right? They're being there for you in this moment, in your moment of need. So it seems appealing to you right now to keep this person around, to have this person around and whatnot. So a lot of times this is what ends up happening. This is what ends up going on. They will come to you, appeal to your senses, and do this like you normally wouldn't have went for somebody like this, but because they're appealing to you right now, you go for them. You deal with them. You marry them. You start sleeping with them. You give them money. They move in with you. Y'all live together. You see, this happens so much, man. It really does, and it sucks because it happens to some good people. Y'all are just a lot of y'all are just good people that are trying to heal, and then you get a predator that's the predator, a wolf in sheep's clothing, literally, a wolf in sheep's clothing that comes in here and just becomes a predator. It just hunts you out, does damage to you, does harm to you, treats you horribly, and doesn't feel bad about doing it. Moves on to the next person, comes into your life, sweeps into your life like a wrecking ball, ruins your damn life, and then leaves like nothing happened. They leave like nothing happened. Like they leave like they didn't do anything wrong to you. And they leave you, a lot of times they leave you more broken than what they first met you at. Right? You take a step back. These relationships make you take a step back in healing for whatever you're healing from. So this is important right here, y'all. And I'll leave y'all with this. Take your time. When you're going through something, when you feel like you're in a vulnerable state, you're leaving a toxic relationship, somebody just passed away, like you're grieving, you're an addict or a recovering addict, you're in recovery of some sort, you're leaving a domestic violence situation, don't just start dating right now. Take your time. Take your time. You have to be okay with yourself, because if you're not okay being by yourself, you will let this predator in your life and they will become predatory. These predators will be predatory, and they will take you on up out of here. They will treat you horribly. They will put you through the ringer. They will do a lot of damage to you physically, mentally, emotionally. They'll do a lot of harm to you, y'all. That's why it's important right now. If you're going through something, if you even think you're in a vulnerable situation, take your time dating, y'all. Seriously. But anyways, y'all, think I was reaching to the end of this video. The podcast is launching. Make sure you hit subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss an episode of the podcast. Y'all, there's gonna be a lot of content coming your way right now. I promise you, you're gonna love the podcast, all the interviews that I'm doing. If you wanna do a one-on-one or join my support group or take one of my courses, you can find all of those at mentalhealness.net. It's on the screen right now, y'all. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. I'm out. Peace.